just moved all of the pots that I had stacked all right here, and I'm still not 100% sure on what I'm going to do with this spot. I may remove these bricks because they always access the pool equipment from the other side, so I really don't think we need to get in this way. So I think I may be removing these bricks so we can continue planting right here. And I do know that I'm going to be putting that canna in the ground probably right here, relatively close to the heater, so that way it'll grow up and start spreading all right here, to continue to mask the pool equipment. And I do think I might end up hanging a curtain from right there, so it'll kind of cover most of that. I could also put another potted plant right here. I had these alocasias right there, which they do look really pretty right here, but I may utilize the alocasias out by the pool somewhere. So I'm gonna play around with this spot. But first and foremost, now that I have these pots pulled out, this one has Purple Queen, this one has the variegated Wandering Jew, and I need to plant this Plumeria in one of these pots. So I think I'm going to use this one because the Purple Queen can take a lot more sun than the Wandering Jew. When the Wandering Jew is in full sun, it kind of bleaches it. So when you have this in a nice shady spot, it always looks, let's see if I can find a good one, this has been in full sun for a little while, but the colors are so much prettier. It kind of looks like this. The silver is much more shimmery when it is in the shade, kind of like this, as compared to this, which is more bleached out. Okay, so you want to keep this type in the shade. So I'm going to take this pot, clean this up a little bit. I'm going to refresh the soil with Heirlooms potting soil, and we're going to be putting the Plumeria in here as well as some filler plants. So I'll play around with it and we'll see what we come up with. Alright, it is a few days later and the sun is rising right now, so the light is behind it, but I just wanted to kind of explain to you what I did. So I found one of my bougainvillea. This one blooms white, and it was in full bloom at the time, and I just thought how pretty it would be as a filler plant. So I decided to use that, but it did have a second bougainvillea behind it that was dead. So I had to separate them, and I kind of pruned him and then stuck them in there along with the Purple Queen that was already there. I just trimmed that up a little bit, and then I stuck the Plumeria in. I did have to kind of rough up the root ball a good bit to get it in there, but got it all to fit. And I did have to stake up the Plumeria because it would not stand up on its own since it wasn't rooted in yet. But I staked it up, and then literally the next day we had a huge windstorm and the whole thing fell over, and now I have dirt all right here, and it's kind of awkward to get this to drain out of here, so I have to deal with that. But the staking, the little bamboo stake that I had obviously was not enough, so now I have it wrapped with one of these cables to my hot tub lid just until I can come up with something better because I don't want this baby to fall again. But overall, I think that came out really, really nicely, and it's a good place for it. I'm gonna put something else right here to kind of start masking the hot tub just a little bit, because we have an awesome tiki vibe going on and just want to keep that going. But everything's looking really pretty this morning in that sunrise light. I love coming out here early like this because everything is just shining. I'm hoping my Confederate rose blooms soon. I need to get after this sweet potato vine because it's going to take over my pool even if I let it. It has already taken over this entire bed. My hibiscus is probably like, what the heck, man? And I have some really pretty, what do you call those big ones? I have copper plant over there. Let you see that. Oh, sorry. Some vinca. See, it's even taking over the bird bath. Like, how ridiculous is that? Copper plant, bird of paradise. And like, I always forget the name of these things. Starts with a B. Okay, and then over here we have Zabrina banana plant making babies. Really pretty. And then my purslane, which is closed up right now. It opens up later. Morning, blackberry. Just give you a little panned view of the garden. I'm gonna be getting rid of those wooden beds, waiting for my new ones to come in. Give you a little quick view of how everything's looking in here. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope this inspires you to take advantage of the rest of the summer and get you some pretty plants. We've still got a lot of good weather to come. So I hope this inspires you to go plant today.